Jason, Clear Creek Farm. How we doing today? Today we are out in the barn. Brooke is over cleaning pens. But I wanted to bring to you guys the Noble Outfitters Wave Fork. We've been using this for years. It works better than any of the other forks out there, and it holds up. The one thing I do like about the Wave Fork, it has a 5-year warranty on it. So like this fork here, you can see it's got parts that are broken. I called Noble Outfitters the other day. They told me to send them an email with some pictures of this fork. And I sent them actually both of the forks we have from them. They basically sent us out a whole box of tines and whatever. You can actually buy these tines online if you want to buy them yourself. These ones here, because it's in warranty, they sent us new ones for no questions asked. So that's the one thing about this fork. It's about $40. You can pick them up at Rural King Farm and Home. You can actually go onto their website. I will leave a link down below to their website. They will give you dealers that in your area that sells the Wave Fork. They don't actually, or from what I could tell, they don't actually sell on their website. They actually recommend you go to somebody else that has the products. I like these forks because they're heavy duty and they don't break, and they got that 5-year warranty. I'm going to show you guys how to rebuild them and a couple little ideas of things to do to help to make them last longer. Brooke's going to explain to you why she likes the Noble Outfitters fork, because she's the one that's usually out here using them.
This is one of our 2 Noble forks. We've had these for a couple years. They're a little beat up, but they're really durable. I like the grip handle here, and then this knob on the top makes it really easy for my hands when I'm scooping. As you can see, this has seen better days. It's supposed to have another one of these on this side, but it was ripped off. We have replacement pieces that Jason's gonna fix, so this should be a brand new fork when he's all done. But yeah, these are much better than just like the regular pitchforks that you can buy like at a farm store or whatever. The handle's also a little longer than regular forks. It's a good thing, and at the same time it's a bad thing because you gotta kind of watch it when you swing. But yeah, the best part I think is probably this handle part. I really like that on the end of it, and then obviously this grippy piece.
Like I said before, they sent us some new ends and the clips to go on the ends for this fork. We put a zip strip on that to hold it together while you're using it. And we found out using a zip strip to hold it together helps this. So these just take and slide on here. You gotta wiggle them off on both ends. This fork actually has all its tines still intact. These tines, if you could tell, are pretty well worn out. They actually sent us enough to basically replace the whole head. So we're going to replace it, show you guys how that works. We're going to get these pulled off and see how that works. I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you're not sitting here for a half hour while I'm trying to get these apart. I'll let you know about how long it takes me to get them apart and get it back together. took me a couple minutes here to get them took apart. You got to remember, these have been on here for 5 years. Poop and whatever else has been stuck in this track. Was a little tough to get off, but you don't want them sliding around on there. So now we'll just put it back together and go from there, and it'll be basically a brand new fork. So I got them all on there. It's a little uneven, so I'm going to put this other end here on this end. Oops, the other way. We'll figure out where we need and we'll move them all over to tap that in so that way it clips in there all the way. And you have a new fork. They were getting wore out, had some broken pieces. We never were really worried about it when we broke 1 or 2 times. We just took and kept on using them. And they worked just fine. No problem. But, you know, they were getting old. And I was looking into getting some more. And I found out that they had the where you could get the replacement parts, and that with the 5-year warranty, they basically replaced them for you. If I was using them for what like we do, I would take a zip strip, which I will, and run it around right here to hold these together. Because if you're picking up heavy manure like we do, hay, straw, we're not just mucking out horse stalls. That's what these were designed for, is mucking out horse stalls. So we're not just picking up big turds. We're picking up straw, hay, shavings, stuff like that. So we want to give a little bit more stability as these get older and these little clips here where they snap together start wearing out. So I took a zip strip and put around there. And like I said, this one's brand new. Just like it came out of the box, the handle, you know, is not the same, but it's, you know, it's still good. 5 years in, $40. If I would have had them cheap plastic ones, they would have already been broke and I would have thrown them out years ago. So, well worth the money. Let's go talk to Bro.
Bites in now. It's so pretty. It's so shiny. Yeah, this is nice now. See, you know you're a livestock producer when you get excited about a new or rebuilt pitchfork. Look at how it brings it all up. Nice and sharp teeth. Yeah. All right, so now that it's changed out, I got these little doohickeys on the end now, so now it's not all falling off the end. I think it's going to reduce the amount of times that I have to scoop. I can take bigger scoops. So you can see over time, I think we've had these forks for 2 or 3 years. But you can see over time how they get wore down. I see how much longer the new ones are compared to the old ones. So, and they're a lot sharper. Like this is super dull, and this is really sharp. So it digs into the ground better, and you can get a better hold of the stuff that's underneath. Where else are you going to go to find a fork that has a 5-year warranty and where they actually stand behind their product and send you replacement parts? That's pretty unique in today's world. So if you're really looking for a fork that works good, Hello Velvet. I would recommend these highly. I call this a universal fork. It was designed for horse manure, basically picking out horse stalls, not necessarily doing this kind of stuff. So I mean, they've held up pretty well. We've had the regular generic pitchforks, you know, the ones that you can get at the farm store with the wooden handles, and they break in half. The tines break off, whatever, and obviously you can't replace those. You just have to replace the whole kit and caboodle. So this is they're a little more expensive than a regular fork, but obviously they pay for themselves very quickly.
Now you've heard from Brooke and stuff how she likes the new one. We got this last one here to finish replacing everything. This fork actually was used over in the barn with the cement floors. So these tines are a little sharper compared to the other one. They were more blunt, had a more blunt end. These ones are sharper end. So you could tell the difference between the two barns, dirt floor and the cement floor, but they're both over the same amount of time. They're both wore down about the same. So they wear the same if you're on dirt or on concrete. So let's get this one tore apart and get this one replaced. Got them all tore off of there. As you can tell, as I was fighting with a few of these, they do stick on here pretty good because of the dirt and stuff getting in between them. But they're all ready to go back on. I learned from the last one, we're going to start at one end and work our way back the other way. If not, you got to adjust them on the other side of it. So might as well just start at one end. Tine, and we'll put our last clip on there and she'll be good to go. I actually have a little rib in it that you can see there on an angle, so you want to make sure that that rib is going towards the outside. It will help it hold on better. There we go. Now it's on. Like I said, we've had these for 3 or 4 years. Noble Outfitters wave fork. We use them here in the barn. The one thing I would change and be able that I would fix is here on the end with what we do with them. These end pieces will actually start coming loose. So we just take and put a zip strip here, zip tie, and it helps hold that together. We'll do that on the other end. Snip them little pieces off. And we got basically 2 brand new forks. The handles are a little bent because they've been used, but they're brand new forks, ready for another 3 or 4 years worth of work. I don't see them not holding up. Like I said before, these are really good forks. It looks like they run about $40 a piece. You can get them from Rural King, your local, basically most any of your local farm stores should have them or should be able to order them for you. You can take and go on their website, and I will leave that link below. Different dealers in your area, they have where you can put your zip code in there and they'll tell you where you can get these. Highly recommend using these wave forks. They last. And that's the biggest thing. It's hard to find a good fork that actually lasts. If you like this video, please go down there, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't, please. That helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. We know there's a lot of people out there that watch our videos but are not subscribed. So please do that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and see you on the next video.